Hey there, it's Rakshan on behalf of Matt Lloyd and Mobe. I'm about to call Jason Whistler in Watsontown, Pennsylvania, a diamond consultant, to let him know that he's just earned $2,500. Let's hear what he has to say.
Hello.
Hey Jason, it's Raksha. How are you today?
I'm doing really well. Thank you.
That's great. I wanted to call you to congratulate you on your recent commission with Mobe.
Thank you.
3,750 in the last 30 days. That's amazing.
Yep. I'm doing really well.
That's fantastic. Tell me, are you doing this full time? How are you? What are you doing? Tell me a little bit about what you're up to.
I'm not doing this full time yet. I do this on the side. I actually spend maybe a half an hour to an hour a day, which is not very much, but I'm looking at slow, stable growth rather than a big push.
Mm-hmm.
So I still work full time as an IT engineer, and that's I leverage that to fund my side projects and Mobe as my goal is to replace my full-time income and to be the primary driver of the businesses that I actually want to engage in, the things that I'm passionate about, which is healing. I'm an alternative healer. I do Shiatsu mostly, and helping people grow and change their lives and get more out of them.
That's great. And so tell me a little bit more about what you're doing in terms of promoting. How did you earn this commission?
These commissions were actually through We Sell Good Traffic.
Okay. Oh, wonderful.
I looked at my budget, and I looked at what was affordable and how I could make that more consistent for myself as I'm actually rebuilding funnels and things now because they weren't performing well, and I wasn't sure really if it was me or if it was the funnels or if it's the traffic sources. And so I backed up and I started working with one of the Mobe coaches. And I said, all right, well, I'm going to get a known, obviously, good source of traffic. It generates buyers. And then I'm going to work with the recommended systems and rebuild what I have in place. So I've got good follow-ups, and I actually get the regular and consistent conversions that way.
That's fantastic. So what kind of package did you buy? Have you been buying it consistently, or is this a one-off?
It is going to be a consistent. I bought the builder package, if I remember the name of it right.
Okay.
It's one of the larger packages, and I know that there's a delay between the time you make sales and the time that commissions are paid out and stuff like that. So I set aside enough funds of what I have available, plus as commissions come through, that I figured every month to every 2 months I could buy another package that size. So I keep my costs as low as possible, but keep the consistency going.
That's fantastic.
My goal would be to have that at least monthly. And while that's going, then I'm going to be working on my funnels to bring up traffic from other sources that I can test and work with.
That's fantastic. So it looks like the We Sell Good Traffic is actually working really well for you. And the Mobe coaches are converting those into buyers, which is fantastic.
Yes.
That's great. Well, I'm sure that you've been around, you've got things set up, you're well on your way to getting rid of that 9-to-5 cubicle job kind of thing. Tell me, is there anything you'd be able to share with people who are coming off the 21-step system, just from your experiences and what you've learned?
Well, I hate giving advice just because everybody says they want advice, but nobody really wants to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
But with that said, definitely when I started out, I got into it and then I stalled, and then I figured out how to upgrade, and I did that, and then I stalled myself again.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was very inconsistent, and so it's taken me a lot longer than it should have to get to where I'm at now. And so for anybody coming on and looking at it, that plan think about how you're going to do it, and to have a plan to be consistent with it, and to definitely leverage the coaches. Being an IT guy, I think I have a bit of an ego, and I already know how to do a lot of stuff, and that gets in my way. So I didn't think I needed the coaches as much. And now that I'm working with a coach, we're not working on the technical stuff. We're working on the communications and the follow-ups and the more business side of things that I'm not that good at, and I had missed that previously. So those would be my 2 bits of wisdom to share with you, just to get really consistent and definitely leverage the coaches and their knowledge and their experience as much as possible.
That's fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. Definitely sounds like you're leveraging the best of the best with the traffic sources as well to get you your head start, and as well as the coaches. I'm glad it's working for you. Thank you so much for sharing, and congratulations again on the commission.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Take care.
Mm-hmm.